Hi, my name's Brittany, and this is my audience, my mom Colleen, my sister Brooke, and my aunt Carla. Today I will be talking about why breastfeeding is important. Lactation consultant Lori Clark Grubbs once said, "Breastfeeding holds the key to a lifetime of bonding between you and your child." With new moms breastfeeding, antibodies pass from mother to child, and with this helps fight off infections in the newborn baby. It also helps with improving the barriers of the immune system, decreasing the growth of viruses and bacteria. Other important benefits that breastfeeding helps cut down on would be asthma, obesity, diabetes, and SIDS. Another advantage would be the nutritional value and ease of digestion the breast milk gives off. Components such as protein, lactose, and fat are easily digestible by the infant's digestive system. Breastfeeding is an essential step in the process of growing a healthy baby. I'm going to persuade you to choose breastfeeding as your priority when choosing whether to breast or bottle feed your child. The most important things to know when breastfeeding is why breastfeeding is so important, why someone would choose not to breastfeed, and where to find available help when breastfeeding. As new parents, you are faced with many important decisions. Choosing whether to breastfeed or bottle feed is among the most important. According to Pamela Wiggins, international board-certified lactation consultant, not only will it help you bond with your baby, but it will also aid in keeping your baby healthy. My first main point I am going to talk about is the importance of breastfeeding. The first liquid the breast produce, starting a few months before the baby is born, actually doesn't even look like milk. Colostrum, which is yellow and thicker than breast milk, is a great example of how your body custom makes the right nutrition for your baby. Here are some of the benefits colostrum has. It has a high concentration of nutrients along with antibodies, especially IgA, an antibody that helps protect the lungs, throat, and intestines. It also helps seal the permeable newborn intestines to prevent harmful substances from penetrating the gut. Colostrum has a laxative effect, which helps the baby pass the first bowel movements and which helps prevent newborn jaundice. It is also low in fat, high in proteins and carbohydrates, and very easy to digest. Within a few days after delivery, your body begins to produce mature milk that takes over the work of giving your baby the necessary ingredients for healthy growth. Colostrum is still present for around 2 weeks, but the milk produced during that time is called transitional milk. With all these advantages of breast milk, should you feel guilty if you choose not to breastfeed? Absolutely not. Infant formulas have gotten better and better at matching the ingredients and their proportions to that of human milk. My second main point is why some women choose not to breastfeed. According to WebMD, a major reason why some new moms choose not to breastfeed is caused by the newborn being underfed. This happens when either the mom is not feeding the newborn frequently enough, or the mom has low milk supply. Another major reason would be a premature newborn. This can lead to mothers not keeping up with the feeding regularly, and the baby may not be able to come home with the mom right away. So this causes difficulty with keeping up with pumping and seeing the baby to make sure that the mom is reacting to breastfeeding. No matter if real or perceived, the most common reason for premature discontinuation of nursing is psychological factors such as stress, fatigue, embarrassment, and pain. Other factors that can contribute to the physiological factors are maternal illness, postpartum hemorrhage, breast surgery, or any condition that interferes with the early, effective, and consistent stimulation of the breast can contribute to this. Another major reason that women choose not to breastfeed, as stated by a guide for the medical professional, some women don't breastfeed because they feel unaccepted by society. Nursing mothers need to feel comfortable in public when their child is in need of being fed. There are many appropriate ways to breastfeed your baby without feeling like you're doing something wrong. My third main point is where women can find help when they choose to breastfeed. The book also states that women don't feed because of the support they have. The best support that is recommended is through lactation consultants. They can be found at local hospitals or online at ilca.org. This is a homepage for the International Lactation Consultants Association. They can help with many things such as latch issues, feeding frequency, and so on. They can also just be there to be a crying shoulder, because with breastfeeding becomes a herd of many emotions, and sometimes you feel overwhelmed and just need someone to talk to. Lactation consultants have so much information that they can give you, and they can just say, hey, it's going to be okay, and you're going to be all right, and give you any pointers if you're having trouble with anything. So remember to always rely on them. You should also know that the majority of feeding issues cease after the first 2 weeks of birth. After that, any help that you may need can be found in books like Breastfeeding 101, which teaches you A to Z on successful breastfeeding. Another book is called Why Should I Nurse My Baby? This book gives important tips and techniques on successful breastfeeding. In conclusion, remember, knowing the 3 factors like why breastfeeding is so important, why some women choose not to breastfeed, and where to find available help when breastfeeding will benefit you in making the decision on whether or not to breastfeed your baby. In a sought-out perfect world, all babies would be breastfed. The value of nurturing and bonding that you will give your baby is priceless. Looking forward to that day when your baby looks up at you and after successfully nursing them, they act like you just hung them there. It's time for parents to realize how important that breastfeeding has to the health and well-being of your children. I would highly recommend that the next time you yourself are faced with whether or not to breastfeed or bottle feed your child, you would choose to breastfeed your child. Thank you. Have a good day.